The whispers in the walls. Emily had always been fascinated by old houses, so when the opportunity came to buy a sprawling Victorian mansion at a steal, she jumped at the chance. The locals whispered about the house, calling it the Hollow Haven, but she dismissed their warnings as superstition. She planned to renovate the place and make it her dream home. The first night was uneventful, save for the eerie creaks of the aging wood. By the second night, Emily began to notice peculiar sounds, faint whispers that seemed to echo through the walls. At first, she chalked it up to drafts and the house settling, but the whispers grew more distinct, forming fragmented sentences. "Get out," she watches. "He knows." Emily searched for the source of the noises. Convinced there was an explanation, she inspected every room, every vent, every hollow space. Nothing. By the third night, the whispers were relentless. They followed her from room to room, louder and angrier. She tried to sleep, but the voices filled her ears, suffocating her in an unseen presence. She called a friend, Claire, who reluctantly agreed to spend the night with her. Together, they investigated the house. Claire suggested tapping on the walls to check for hidden spaces. They started in the dining room, where the whispers seemed strongest. When Emily tapped on a section of the wall, it sounded hollow. Claire grabbed a crowbar, pried the wood paneling away, and revealed a hidden compartment. Inside was a bundle of old, yellowed papers and a small, dusty diary. The diary belonged to a girl named Lillian, who had lived in the house over a century ago. Her entries spoke of a dark figure that watched her from the shadows and whispered to her at night. The final entry read, "The walls protect me now, but they won't hold him forever. If you find this, leave before he finds you too." Suddenly, the air grew icy. The whispers turned into guttural growls. The lights flickered, and a heavy thud echoed from upstairs. Emily and Claire froze. Then footsteps, slow, deliberate, descending the staircase. Gripped by terror, they ran for the front door. As they fumbled with the locks, Emily glanced back. A tall, shadowy figure stood at the bottom of the stairs, its eyes glowing a deep, malevolent red. The door finally gave way, and they sprinted into the night, never looking back. The house was abandoned once more, but the whispers continued. The locals swore they could hear them at night, carried on the wind. No one dared step inside again,